Okay, this video is about accessing the electric fuel pump on a Cub Cadet. It's the 3200 series. I think they all use the same fuel pump. This one has, which motor is it? The Kawasaki. And I believe it's 21 horsepower water-cooled engine. Liquid cooled. Alright, come back to the back here. First step, remove the hydrostatic fluid dipstick. Make sure it's clean. You don't want any debris getting down in there. So take this, set that aside. Then there are 4 bolts holding this plate, the hitch plate. I've already loosened these. There's one down here, and then on the same on the other side. This one's loose. This one's loose. They are 14 millimeter. Okay, take that one out. Take that out. And now this plate you have to pull up and out, and I'll show you why, because of that dipstick tube. There it goes. And then there's this lever here for the disengagement of the hydrostatic. Just drop that through. Okay, so the plate is out. Here's that dipstick tube. This piece here fits down into the case. So there's a gasket or a bushing here. Seal. So you got to be careful. You got to pull up and then out. This thing's a little bit heavy here. It's steel. It's like 1/4 inch, 3/16 steel. Okay, set that aside. Fuel pump is located right here. This is the electric fuel pump. You got the connector. There's also a filter back here. There's a filter here, and there's a filter up by the engine. There's 2 fuel filters on this model. Right in here is a 10 millimeter bolt. Remove that, which I already did. And then back here, you can't see it on camera. Let me see if I can bring this down around here. There is another bolt back in here, 10 millimeter, so you need to get that out. So I'll loosen that one, and then we'll get to the next step. Alright, remove the other 10 millimeter bolt that's back here on the bracket. And now this is loose, so you unplug the harness right there. That disconnects. And now the fuel pump has some play to access the fuel filter, which is right here. So there's 2 clamps. This comes directly down from the tank, and this goes right into the pump. There's actually, I think, a directional arrow on this one. But anyway, it flows this way. So what I'll do now is I want to change this out. I need to clamp off this line here, since the fuel tank, which is right here, it's the back of the thing, is about half full. So I'll pinch this off with some needle nose clamps so that when I do that, the fuel won't continue to run. It's gravity fed, and then the fuel pump forces it up to the front filter. So get to that step next. Here's what we have. I've got that clamp loosened. I took off the vice grips because there was minimal fuel leak. So that's off. I got the fuel filter out. And now I have good access to the fuel pump. I'll get to this clamp back here. Push this clamp, squeeze that, slide that up like that, and now I'll remove that hose right here, which feeds the front fuel filter. So I've pulled or disconnected the fuel pump from the hose, and here it is here. I'm going to make sure that this thing is operating okay, because it seems to me like it's been cutting out here and there. And that's simply how it's done. And then, of course, just putting it back is reverse procedure. Hope that helps someone out. Take it easy.